And so let me know you got the recording going, and then we'll start.
Yes, recording is on, Simon.
Okay, cool. All right. Hey, I'm excited to be here, and I've a lot to share. And Justin said some nice words out there. I'll share a little bit about my background, but where's everyone from? I'm always interested. I'm fascinated. I know I see Filipinos here. I've been to Philippines over 10 times. Beautiful country. I've been, had the pleasure to watch a Premier League match with Justin the last time I was out in Bournemouth, UK. Memorable time, my first time out there. So, yeah, we have people from Philippines, London, Philippines. Wow, hey, I admire you. It's must be 4 a.m., 3 a.m. in the Philippines right now, and you are up. We have Vancouver, Canada. All right, this is cool. We have different time zones. Let's see how many times you have Belgium, Italy, London, Dubai, Southampton. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to start off with I'll share a little bit of my USANA story, but first I lead with purpose. My purpose is to have a positive impact as many lives as possible. And I believe, sincerely, everyone can earn a part-time income in USANA, meaning a couple $100 a month. Without doing, right now, you already right now is good enough. Now, if you want to be a leader like Justin, then yes, you need to grow a little bit. You need self-development, leadership, but just to earn a couple of £100, $100, USANA's got a great product and great company. Everyone can do that. Right now, you may lack a few things, and I'll share my story, what happened. So my mission is to help 1,000 people earn at least $1,000 a month in network marketing. And, I coach different people. I've been a full-time trainer since 2013, and I coach different companies. I'll tell you, USANA is one of the best companies, because it's got a great product, and it lasts. And longevity is something you really look into when you want to build a residual income. Okay, just to let you know, and I'll actually share you a few things in a bit. But I have not done USANA. We're going to do training. We'll talk about social media. We're going to talk about posting content, thinking, some habits and routines. But I'll show you one thing. One thing, don't ask me anything about USANA. Okay, if you have a USANA question, ask Anna, ask Justin, because I have not done anything with USANA. I'm actually the laziest USANA distributor you ever met. I haven't done anything. All I do is I take the product and haven't done anything with it. I don't log into USANA.com. I don't do anything. But all I know, since I stopped doing anything with USANA in 2013, being the laziest person, every week USANA gives me a check. And I got a check this morning. I earn a 6-figure income every year, residual, doing nothing. And I'll tell you one thing, I coach a lot of different companies. Not many companies are like that. Okay, most companies, they may promise a lot of hype, a lot of good stuff, but they don't last. So we should all be proud. And I'll share a little bit about my story, okay? But before we do that, I'll tell you the number one secret to success. The number one secret is to do what scares you. Like, people used to ask me, what's the number one secret? You work your butt off, right? You work your ass off. You work your butt off. But then I was like, well, if there's one secret thing that I've done that I see top people do, is to do what is scary. Get outside your comfort zone. All your dreams, goals, things you want are outside your comfort zone. If it's someone that you're scared to talk to, then that's the person you need to talk to. Because probably the people you're scared to talk to are the ones that's going to grow your USANA business. Okay, that's the number one skill. That's the number one secret. And I'll tell you the number one. Let me ask you something. What do you think is and my friend Alex Russo, good to see you here. What do you think is the most important skill for you to be successful? What do you think is the most important skill to be successful? What do you think it is in USANA? What's the most important skill? So you can type it in. Everyone just type it in. I want to be interactive here. And I hope I'm not speaking too fast. I'm just a shy, quiet Asian kid from Brooklyn, New York. I speak fast, and especially when I talk about network marketing, I get really passionate about it. Yep, you know what? Some people say listening, commitment, communication. The number one skill, some of you have it, is consistency. Learning to be consistent, because if you don't have any leadership, but you're consistently working at it, learning, you could be a good leader. If you don't know how to communicate, by the way, I'm a shy, quiet Asian kid from Brooklyn, New York. The first time I ever did a training, 4 people showed up. I spoke so fast. Blah, 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 blah. I finished in 17 minutes. No one understood what I was talking about. Right? But you do it consistently, you can be a good speaker. So it's learning to be consistent. Being good communicator, social media, it's all about consistency. And you do it a little bit every day. I always have a saying, don't convince your prospects. You outlast them. Right? Everyone has negative prospects. Friends say, oh, that USANA thing. You know, I used to have friends that say, you know what they say? You still doing that USANA? They didn't even know how to pronounce USANA. You still doing that USANA thing? I said, no, excuse me, it's USANA. Yeah, I'm still doing that thing. And then 6 months later, you're still doing that USANA thing? Yes. 3 years later, yes, I'm still doing it. I'm still taking the product. 5 years later, they join. Okay, some people join right away. Some people make time. So you got to be consistent. So I'm going to share with you a few things. Okay, I'm going to share with you a screen. Once upon a time. How many of you want to see some pictures? I actually have some pictures prepared for you. Yep. So this is back then. Okay, once upon a time, 2003. I'm going to show you. Now I know, Anna, we're not supposed to show commission checks, at least in the U.S. But I'm going to show you some commission checks. Can I do that? These are commission checks no one has seen before, okay? And I guarantee you, no one's going to get in trouble. I'm going to show you these commission checks. Can we do that? So this is my first commission check. November 2003, how I got started, I made an amazing commission check. I made a big, fat, white egg, $0. Okay, I was not having any special benefits. And then a couple of weeks later, I earned a pancake. $0. Okay. Then it was a donut, still $0. Couple months later. Then it was a bagel, $0. Okay. Maybe I hope I'm not discouraging you if you've been here, but this business is not a sprint. It takes time. And then January, still $0. Okay. And by then I had spent a whole bunch of money buying products. I had, my closet, I was single, there's all these USANA products. I'm taking the products, I can't take them quick enough. But all I knew was I was not going to quit, right? And then finally, I signed up took me 42 people to get my first sign up. 42 people. Guess how much money I made? Still $0. Okay, because at that time, I didn't know how USANA's pay plan is. I just didn't have a balanced leg. I didn't have anyone give me free downlines, whatever. I start from scratch. I start with nothing, 0 downlines. Because this was the hard way. This is what I was doing. Okay, this is what I was doing. And I was basically, I didn't have a checklist of what to do. Okay, every day, I was a good employee, but to work for myself, I didn't know what to do. What should I be doing every day? I didn't have anyone to help me stay consistent. And I'll go through endless trainings, Facebook Lives, events, audios, right? I was studying, hoping to find a solution, but I was constantly overwhelmed. So if you're stuck, it's not your fault. It's not your fault because we're busier than ever, right? There's too much information that causes overwhelm, and there's no one teaches you how to be consistent. Okay, and my turning point was someone helped me become a consistent. There was a mentor of mine that came out there, and you'll call me every single day, sometimes 3 times a day, messaging me and asking me what was I doing for my USANA business. So here's the new way. Okay, the new way is you have a daily checklist of what to do online, someone to help you stay consistent, and take action and implement what you've learned. And this applies to true during the good times and also during right now. Right now, I'm going to talk about right now how to build your business during the coronavirus. Okay, and after that turning point, I got my first $200 check. And after that, I've been, like I said, every Friday, USANA's been depositing a check right into my bank account. So I've been building online since 2004. This is an old picture of me. Back, how many of you remember those big monitors? Okay, that was me back in the day. Eventually built a team of over. I was building online before Facebook. There was Friendster. Before Friendster, we were doing AOL Instant Messaging or Yahoo Messenger, MSN Messenger. How many of you remember those days? I was doing that, building my business, and eventually built a team of over 200,000 downlines. Okay, and just my team in the Philippines alone, we have over 80,000 people. So I was the #1 fastest growing distributor in 2012. And then, the thing that got me really increased my belief was in 2008, I became a diamond, and I took 3 months off, and I still continue to get paid. Okay, this was my wedding in May of 2008. This was when in June we went to Bora Bora for our honeymoon. Right, dream place. I always wanted to go there. And by the way, so we went to different islands. How many of you have a friend that some people, they don't understand what residual income is, right? Do you have any people that like that? They don't understand what residual income is? People like that? Type in me. I know it's getting late out there. Let's be more interactive, because I like it to be interactive. Talk back to me. Yeah, okay, Alex. All right. So some people don't understand residual income. I just tell them residual income is when you have time to work out and have an 8-pack abs like that. That's residual income. Be able to do what you want when you want. All right. So, and I work out a lot. I'm really into fitness. My wife and I, at that same 2008, we got to go to fulfill a dream and go to China for the Beijing Olympics. We got tickets. We got to see Michael Phelps win his medals, the cube. It was really memorable. And then in network marketing, USANA, you need duplication, right? Isn't duplication important? Right? So my wife and I said, we really needed to start duplicating. So we started duplication. So that's our team nowadays. That's my oldest son. See, it looks exactly like me. And my youngest looks exactly like my wife. That is, and that's a family. So some of you have kids. I know how it is. It can be crazy. That is like a typical morning. This was like taken 3 years ago. My youngest, I'm holding, my wife is making breakfast. I'm rushing to get the kids to school. So anyway, that's a recent picture of us. They're 8, 6, and 4. And Obi, my oldest, my white fluffy one, he is almost 11. All right. So anyway, that's a little bit about me. Now, let's talk, and I've been a full-time trainer since 2013. So let me talk about a few things. I'm going to stop the screen share, and then I'm going to go back to the screen share. Something very important. It is, right now, I know it is, we're going through a very interesting time with the coronavirus, right? The best opportunities come during crisis, during challenges, like right now. Okay? And especially if you're in network marketing. I'll give you an example. Just in ML Nation, we've had over, we're about to 600 episodes. Of those 600 leaders, about 20% of them all joined network marketing in the last crisis, in the last world financial crisis in 2008. All right, why? Because especially people who are smart business owners, if they have trouble with the business, they don't want to go back to a job. They want to go into, they still want a business. They can't open a traditional business. So what do they turn? They go into network marketing. Okay. It is, I'll give you, even for me, my business grew the most, right? When did it grew the most? We're talking about building a team in Philippines, building global. My business grew the most during the 08, 07. We had some issues. 08, 09. Those are the best times. I'll tell you why. I want you to write this down. The #1 motivator of man, and this is where a lot of USANA reps get it wrong. See, the #1 motivator of humans is not the desire of gain, is not to want more. Okay? The #1 motivator is the fear of loss. So what do I mean by that? Let me ask you a question. Let's get some participation here. Most people out in the world, whether it's in Abu Dhabi, Philippines, UK, US, Canada, Belgium, Italy, do they like to be in the comfort zone, or they like to do something scary and be a go-getter? What do you think? Are they people like you, go-getters, or they like to be relaxed and be in the comfort zone? Most people in the world, what would you say? Yeah, they want to be in the comfort zone, right? So, they want to be in the comfort zone. So what happens is they want to relax. It's probably most of your prospects like that. So they say they want to make money. They want to have extra money. They want to have a good lifestyle. But when it comes to motivate themselves, They're like, well, do I want to give up my TV? Do I want to give up my comfort zone? Do I want to to talk to people I'm scared and nervous to talk to? Do I want to do all that to make extra money? Nah, I'm going to settle. Right? That's true. Because if it wasn't, everyone would join network marketing. Right? People like to be in a comfort zone. But the fear of loss is the number one motivator. And why people is a great time for network marketing. I'll give you an example. So just say I call Justin, right? I call Justin at 3 a.m. in the morning. And I know Justin goes to bed before 3 a.m. And I wake him up and say, Justin, you got to wake up. You got to wake up. Someone left 10 pounds in front of your doorstep. You got to wake up. You're going to be 10 pounds richer. He's going to be like, oh, son, I'll get it in the morning, right? He makes enough money in USANA. He doesn't need it. And he'd probably be pretty angry at me. But if I say, Justin, you got to wake up, a bunch of punks, they're going out there stealing your doormat, stealing stuff in your backyard. What would Justin do? He'll immediately wake up and thank me, right? You think no one's going to take my stuff. You know, that dirty doormat is worth less than 10 pounds. It's the fear of loss is the number one motivator for mankind. I'll give you an example. Everyone knows someone like this, like someone that's overweight, right? They need to lose a couple of pounds. And you tell them, hey, you need to lose like 15 kg. If you want to be healthier, you need to lose 15 kg, right? And what do people do? They don't really lose 15 kg. They're not motivated. They maybe try to diet. They do lose a couple kg and they gain it right back. They're not motivated. But one day they go to the doctor. Doctor says, if you don't lose 15 kg, you have a 90% chance of getting a heart attack in 6 months. And guess what happens? They all lose their weight, right? How many of you know a friend like this? Oh, like smoking. They smoke. I said, well, if you don't smoke, you have a heart attack. You get sick, right? It's the fear of loss is the number one motivator of mankind. So right now, you got to position USANA differently too. It's not about earning extra income. Let me ask you, what are people interested in right now? Right now, this is COVID. What are people interested in? What are they worried about? What's on their mind? Okay, they're worried about health, right? They're not. You're exactly right. Making money. They're not. Are they? No, let's talk about health. Are they worried about? Do they want to get healthier, or are they just worried about? I just want to stay healthy and not get the virus and not get sick and die. They just want to stay alive. That's what it is. So if you talk about a USANA products can make you healthier, they're not interested in healthier. They just want, that doesn't get their attention. What they're getting attention is, I just want to stay alive. Give me something that prevent me from getting sick. Give me something that boosts my immune system. I don't want to die from this. That's how you got to position USANA's product is, right? It's not like, hey, you want to get healthier? No, do you want to stay healthy? Really big difference, right? That's why it's the same thing. Why network marketing, it thrives during tough times, bad economy, tough times. The money, what are people interested in? Are people interested in making more money? No, they're not interested in making more. They're interested to preserve their income, right? Say they make 50,000 euros. Maybe that's a lot. 40,000 euros a year. They're not like, oh, let me go and make 60,000, 70,000 euros. They're not thinking about that, right? They're not thinking about financial freedom, time freedom. First of all, they don't believe that, and are not focused on that. It's too much work. Right now, I just want to keep what I have. If I'm making 40,000 euros, I want to keep what I have. So I don't want to lose my job. And if I do lose a job, how do I have some other type of income to keep what I have? How do I stay healthy so I don't get sick and lose my job? Right? Worry about the money will run out. So you have to position USANA as like, this is something that's like a backup plan. I want to talk about you can be financially free, residual income, time freedom. Those are not believable. By the way, ever since 2008, those are not believable anyway. Now, they may know that other people have achieved it, but they don't think they can do it. Right? They've seen their parents or themselves, they lost a lot of retirement savings in the last financial crisis. Their parents may have lost money working, so they don't believe it. You got to do something, pitch it like something that they can believe. Okay, So it's a big, big distinction. It's preventing them from losing what they have, preventing from losing their health, preventing from losing the money. All right. And this is a backup plan. Makes sense. Okay. All right, Dexter. Okay. So let me share with you a few things. You know, right now, the best opportunities come during crisis. One of my mentors told me the best opportunities come when you have no time, no money, and it's extremely inconvenient. Right? Your best opportunities come when you have no time, no money, and extremely inconvenient. That's why most people can do it. But if you go do it, if you take advantage of this opportunity, a lot of you, we have 100 people on here. There's going to be future gold directors, diamond directors here. At least 20-something gold directors. I know it. And you know, 5 years from now, you say, how did you become gold? You became gold during this COVID crisis because people are looking for something. Now, one important thing before we go into social media, and I'm talking about this because without this mindset, up here is 95% of success. You know, USANA's got a great product, great business, great system. Why does some people make more and some people not? Because it's up here. The 95% of success is in your mind, right? Some people say, well, right now, there's not, you know, no one has money. Well, I'll share with you, stay away from the news. Because the news, I could do a whole 30-minute. I just did a training on Instagram on this. The news is negative. I want you to write this down. Negativity blinds you from opportunity. Negativity blinds you from opportunity. Okay, negativity. Because, well, you know, 3 million Americans are unemployed now. Well, 3 million people lost their jobs. Well, no one has money to join USANA. No one. Yeah, you're going to start thinking that way. Oh, Italy shut down. We can't meet. You know, how can we do business? Everyone's studying. All the businesses are failing. Well, no one has money to join USANA. It's about how you see things. By the way, the media is total garbage. You can judge me, whatever. I do not read the newspapers. I do not watch news. Okay, I didn't know anything about COVID until the NBA suspended the season. I'm a big sports fan. I'm like, well, the basketball suspended the season, and then the Premier League suspended. No, it must be serious, right? I feel like if anything's important, my wife would tell me. Because everyone, you have a purpose to make a positive impact in other people's lives, helping them healthy, give them opportunity with USANA. You cannot be spending or wasting time watching the news. Every top leader I know, USANA, does not watch the news. They don't. They focus on making an impact because you have limited time, you have limited energy. The energy is now got to be spent to give others. Be a creator, not a consumer of media. Right? We'll talk about social media in a little bit. Be a creator. Go inspire other people. But you can't, you know, how many of you right now are a little bit fired up, a little bit motivated right now? Type in a yes if you're a little bit motivated. Who's a little bit motivated right now? Right? Well, okay, we have a couple. Dante, Dex, you're motivated. I'll tell you one thing. A lot of you are fired up. I am fired up. I'll tell you one thing that will kill your motivation. Within 1 minute, I can kill all your motivation. You're like, oh, whatever. We'll just hop off Zoom and do something else. You know how I kill your motivation? I can go turn on to the news right now, play the news right now on the Zoom. And everyone will be not motivated anymore. That's true. You're all motivated? I can turn on the news right now, play a video right now, and everyone will be no motivation to build a business. Stay away from stay away from the media. You know, when you feed your body healthy, you're healthy, right? You feed your body USANA, you become healthy. Feed your brain with positive self-development, you grow. Feed your brain with junk media, trash, you become trash. Simple as that. And I know the media is not true anyway, because if you read the US news is very different from the UK. Right? And that's very different, but US news is very different from China. China is very different from Abu Dhabi. So what's real and what's not? You don't know. So let's, don't worry about that. Let's focus on the impact we can make. All right? Stop worrying about what's happening to others. Let's worry about, hey, how can you make a bigger impact in the world? So negativity, so talk about negativity, right? Some people, no one, I share a story. No one is interested. I have a coaching client. She's millennial. Signed up 3 people in the last 3 weeks in USANA, okay, since they locked down in Sydney. Now, she is not a leader like Justin. Yeah, she only before. Here's the thing: before COVID, she sponsored one person in 4 months. After COVID started, after people are losing jobs, after people are scared, after people cannot go meet, after the lockdown, signed up 3 people in the last 3 weeks. The people are out there if you see the opportunity. The people want USANA. I have another coaching client. Maybe you know him, Jared Krebs. He's the number one recruiter associate in USANA in North America. Number one. Okay, he does one-on-one coaching with me. In the last 3 weeks, he's on a run, sponsored not 3, not 4, not 5, 7 distributors into USANA in the last 3 weeks since they locked down. Because he's focusing his mind on opportunity, not negativity. The people are out there. And then if you have friends that talk about negativity, you just have to move away, right? And like, even for me, if I talk about negativity, I don't have the energy to, if I'm, I'm human. If I had to look at the media, I wouldn't have the energy to do today's training. Because I'll be human, I'll be sad, depressed, distracted. Okay, so stay away from that. Okay, so I'm going to talk about social media. I can go on and on and on about that. Okay, I want to talk about a few things about social media. Really quickly, a couple of people that are really good. Number one, if you want to reach out to people who you have prospected before. Okay, anyone you've recruited before, presented USANA to before, go follow up with them. Okay, why? Because back then it's like, oh, I got to get out of my comfort zone. I got to spend more money. Oh, then let me ask you this: spend more money. Right now, are people willing to spend more money on a health product or less money? Because of the economy. What do you think? Are you willing to spend more or less? They're willing to spend more because what is the fear of dying, right? That's the fear of dying. It's like this, because, oh, I don't want to die. I want to stay alive. So someone to say, oh, USANA is too expensive. Now like, oh, give it to me. Please give it to me because I want to stay healthy. I don't want to die. So everyone that you have presented before, follow up with them. Okay. Yeah, just add more orders. One of my downlines, right? He's been in USANA for 17 years, 16 and a half years. The last 3 weeks has the best 3-week. He hit March was the most customer orders ever in 16 years because people are scared. He's getting new customers. He's getting previous customers that haven't stopped ordering again. He's got existing customers who just buy Sell Essentials. Now they're buying all the products as well because people want to spend. Okay, it's a great time right now. Is the time to do it. So follow up with someone. Now, when you follow up with someone, you got to be, a rule is you got to be sincerely caring about people, right? You just ask them how they're doing and sincerely care about people. Sincerely care. And you can do that for any type of prospects. Just help someone. You can leave an audio message, a video message, but sincerely care to help someone. Okay? Listen to them, what they're going through. And then share your story. Share your story. And then ask them if they want to try the product. No, you got to work on your story. The story is the only thing that can answer every objection. Okay, answer every objection out there without the person calling a liar. And I know you can send out some, I don't even know what tools USANA has. Send a video, they may say, oh, those are just actors. That's not real. You send out a PDF, oh, they just make that up. People are very skeptical now. But they can never say your story is fake, right? Without calling you a liar. So someone says, Simon, when I first started, Simon, by the way, my story is when I started, before I started USANA, I used to get sick once or twice a year. Then after I started taking USANA, I got sick only one time in 8 years. And the only reason I got sick was because I had my first son, I didn't sleep enough. But people used to say, Simon, that's a pyramid scheme. I was like, I don't know about that. All I know is I've been taking the product for 8 years. I got sick only one time. Or they could throw an objection. Simon, I don't know how to sell. I'm a shy, quiet Asian kid. I don't know how to sell either. All I know is I've been taking the product for 8 years. I got sick only one time. And then my friends asked me, how do you stay healthy all the time? And they asked me, oh, Simon, I don't know many friends. I'm a shy, quiet Asian kid. I don't know many friends either. I just take my product. I've been taking my product for 8 years, got sick only one time. And people just start asking me at work, how come you never take sick days? Okay. you can answer every objection with your story. I don't have much time. I didn't know about that. All it takes is a couple of seconds to take the pills, and I've been doing it for 8 years. I got sick only one time. And people ask me, what do you do? And I say, this is what I do. All right? Use your story. Be an expert in your story. And your story is not just, here's another bonus tip. Don't just worry about your story, but use the story of your team and the leaders, right? The leaders. So what is Justin's story? Use his story. You know someone's into golf? Use his story. You know someone that was a musician? Use Jared Krebs' story. Actually, go to USANA website and look at every one of their stories. I used to do this. You know, I met a Chinese couple, from mainland China. I'm American, right? I'll use I forgot the name, Bob Lynn's mom in Australia. I use their story. Use the story. I don't know about that. All I know is my friend Bob Lynn's mom. They were, struggling. They came from China, struggling in Australia. Didn't have any money working at Chinese fast food, and now they're multiple six-figure earners by doing this business. Learn. Go to the USANA website. Go to the Hall of Fame. Master the stories of the top leaders. Okay. So you talk about old friends. Follow up with them. Right. Previous customers. Follow up with them. Also, colleagues. Maybe we all working at home now, but how many of you have friends that before this, they maybe have a job, they don't understand working from home? How many of you, say me, if you have, they don't understand that you work at home, you don't travel. Well, what do you do? Like you just stay at the computer all day, on the phone all day, right? I think we all have friends like that. Now they're all working at home. Do you think, when this thing is over, people have to go back to work, that they will miss going back to work? They'll miss working from home. They're going to miss it, right? They're definitely going to miss it. They may say, I'll miss my colleagues, but after 1 week, they're going to miss not having to drive, not stuck in traffic, not having to pay for petrol, right? Guys, we can work in our boxers. We can work in pajamas. We don't have a boss watching over me. I can go to the fridge anytime I want. I can go on social media anytime I want without my boss looking over me. They're going to miss working from home. That's a great time to follow up with them. Okay, I would build those relationships now. They may not sign up right now because they're in transition. Okay, they may not sign up right now, but give them time when they're about to. You want to build a relationship. So when there's about time for them to go back, they're going to be great prospects for you. Okay. And the last one is small business owners. So everyone's small business owners are hurting right now. Go out there and just help them. You don't need to buy stuff from them. Just leave a voicemail, leave a video message, audio message. Just letting them know I'm thinking about you. Hope you're doing well. If anything I can help you out, let me know. Be a friend to small business owners. A lot of these small business owners, when this is over, even maybe before it's over, they are going to be the future network marketing leaders of the small business owners right now. Because I think these small business owners, if there's something happens to their business, do you think they are going to have the money to start another traditional business? Probably not, right? Or they won't have the money. Tough to get a loan. What are you going to do? Go back and get a job? These people don't want a job. What's the best alternative? Network marketing, right? USANA. So make sure you really reinforce these relationships. Okay, has this been good? Type in the 3. Let me know if this has been good. Let me take a sip of water here. Now we're going to talk about social media. Okay, glad it's been helpful. Okay, now talk about a few things here. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to talk about how to use social media. Here we go. Good. Glad that you found it helpful here. We got a lot more to cover, things you can take action on. Okay. So how to use social media to build your USANA business. Let me ask you something. So how many of you do not build online? Say no if you have not been. Type in a 4 if you have not been building online and you want to learn though. So I have an idea. Okay. All right, Karen. All right, Hannah. Okay, Margaret. And all right, Diane, 444. Okay. So let's talk about how to build online here. Okay. Let me ask you, if someone is selling USANA products, who would you buy from? The girls or this guy? Who would you buy from? Right? Who'd you buy? The girls, obviously, right? Same product, but it's how you look. So one thing, and very important, if you want to build online, people are judging you online. Okay, they're judging you. They're looking at your profile for 2-3 seconds and see, do I trust this person? Do I think they're successful? Do I even want to do anything with them? Within 2 to 3 seconds, they're judging you. Just like this. It didn't take you 1 minute. This guy may be the nicest guy, right? But you're not buying from them. You're buying from the girls. People are judging you. So here are a couple quick fixes I want you to do for your profile. And you cannot recruit successfully if you don't have these fixes. So number one is I want you to make sure you have a good profile picture where it's clear and people can see you. Okay, that's the first thing they look at. And don't have a profile picture of your sunglasses on and you can't see you. They want to see your face, right? And I've seen people. It's funny. I don't know you're laughing, but I see people that market. You can't really see the face, so you want to reach out to a stranger. They're like, oh, I don't even know you. I don't see your face. Why don't you just wear a mask, right? Number two, you have to have a cover picture, a good cover picture that basically within 1 or 2 seconds they can tell what you do. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of examples here. But if you look at like my profile, right, within 2 or 3 seconds, you know exactly what I do. Well, I speak on stage with my family, and you got to trust people, right? You got to have personal pictures, because if you want your prospects to trust you, to give you money to join, you got to trust them first. And how you trust them? By sharing about yourself. Okay, profile pictures. In there, your here again, your intro, your bio, your about. These can be filled up. Okay, who are you? Okay, all right. So those are easy, and you can use a tool called Canva. I'll type it in here where you can make a good cover photo. Canva is a good tool, but within 2 or 3 seconds, do you feel that you know who you are? Okay. Also, very important, no company stuff. You should not, I know we all love USANA. You should not put USANA stuff on there. Okay? That's a big no-no. Because if I'm meeting you and I say, well, what do you do? I'm very interesting. Well, Pearl's a very interesting person. I'm going to, this is in USANA. I Google, what's going to happen? I Google USANA, right? And then they either find negative stuff or they find, this is about vitamins. So I don't like to do vitamins. And then they don't want to talk to you. They also think you're a salesperson. Right? People don't want to be sold. So I'll give you an example, right? Look at this. This is a good profile. He's one of my coaching clients, right? He does one-on-one coaching with me, Jared Krebs. He, by the way, he's the guy who recruited 7 people in the last 3 weeks, right? You cannot tell he is in USANA at all. Actually, you have to click many, many pictures. You have to dig and research to find out, because his first impression is, he doesn't have kids, but that's a clear picture. He's got a team, and he's teaching too. He must be an expert. Don't get into quarantine 50 and do this instead. He's teaching people. Right now, compare this profile. By the way, you don't need to be a 6-figure earner full-time to do this. You take a picture of your team, take a picture of your family, put it up there, do a Facebook Live or do some type of inspirational post, right? Image quote, share. Here's another one. No, how about this person? Right? I had to blur out his name because it's so bad. This person, immediately, this person's a commercial. Oh, you put all the USANA products there. Oh, this person must try to sell. If this person friends you, you think this person is a salesperson. Right? Just like if someone that has all these real estate listings, condo listings on their profile friends you, what do you think? Why do you think they're friending you? They want to sell you a house. If this person has all these cars in there of car prices and deals, what do you think this person is trying to sell you? A car, right? You want to always create curiosity and decrease resistance. Okay, now here's a This person is not in USANA, but she's the #1 income earner in Australia for a company. If you look at her, you basically know what she's about really quickly, right? She's married. Her husband, they travel. Okay, and she's a mom, blessed wife. She's teaching, terrified of speaking in front of people. Here are 3 tips to overcome that fear. Teaching people. All right. Okay, here's another one. From Instagram. Instagram's a great way. This person, look, Richard Lynn, right? I inspire you to live an extraordinary life. Treat your brain like a garden. He has all these posts. Nothing about his company. Okay, so someone's like, well, what? So the reason why you want to create a conversation, what do you actually do? Because if they know you are in USANA, they're not going to ask you. So think about this. Even if someone's interested, right? Just say someone's interested. Let's go back here. Let's go back to this profile. If someone's interested, oh, I actually need some products. They're going to Google and then, oh, okay, I'm not interested right now. Do you know someone who clicked on your profile and didn't reach out to you? Do you know who's interested? You don't know who's interested. You want someone to ask you, so what do you do? So like this guy, Jared, so what do you do? Right? Oh, so Richard, what do you actually do? And then, so once they ask you, you can present to them about USANA. Even if they don't join, you can follow up with them later, right? But if you put USANA in your profile, you have no idea who's interested. You have no idea who to follow up with. They're not going to tell you, oh, by the way, I was looking at USANA, but look at the website, it's not for me. They're not going to say that. Okay, here's another one. Okay, here's someone else. He's a full-timer and someone I coached, right? Founder Junto, right? Experience is the best teacher. He's teaching, right? Teaching is one of the great ways to build authority. It doesn't say anything about his company. You do not know what his company is. You have to research a lot to find out. And if you actually look at, now there are some leaders, let me ask you, there are some USANA leaders put USANA everywhere. But most of those, you think they're attracting prospects? Most of those people who like their images are not prospects. They're all USANA distributors. Or they're downline that like their post. Right? So you see some like Billy Delafuente, they're not soon, they're posting stuff about USANA. They're, yeah, congrats. They're not prospects. They're downlines, they like this stuff. You're not going to attract prospects by doing that. Anyone who, you look at anyone at ML Nation that I've interviewed, right, who builds online, you cannot tell what company they're in. Okay, let me pull you a couple of examples here. Okay, so this is, so here's someone that she's a full-time leader that I coached, right? The only guarantee tomorrow is going to be better than you're growing today. She's a full-time leader, does trainings. You cannot tell what company she's in, right? She does training in Ethiopian and African, but what happens is people ask, so what do you do? Is to create that conversation. Here's another person. I just interviewed her. This is actually on this week's show. She has a team, right? You cannot tell. And actually, in fact, if you go to her photos, it's really, really difficult. You really have to dig deep to find out what company she's in. Okay, so you want to, again, create curiosity and get people to ask you, so what do you do for a living? What do you do? And then you can prospect them. Okay, otherwise you go to Google and then you can say, oh, you're going to find negative stuff. Or they feel like, oh, I don't want to do pills. Right, but USANA is so much more than that. Okay, so those are quick fixes. Now, let's talk about meeting new contacts. Okay, we'll go through this really quickly. How to meet new contacts. You use a simple thing called CLAM. And some of you people who've been to my BYB workshops or my purpose-driven networkers here with a couple like Hannah Morales, they know how to do this. You basically comment, like, add, and message, right? You go to a post, you comment on comment in a post, they feel good about it, you like their post, you add them as a friend, and you send them a message. So to make this, to show this, instead of just, I'm gonna actually do, how about I'm gonna do a live demo. Does that sound good? I'm actually gonna do a live demo. I actually had this recorded for you, okay? I'm gonna play this, and you should be able to, now you can do this for Instagram hashtags or Facebook groups, but this is how you meet new people. You go to Facebook groups, and the best groups to go to are, oh, by the way, let me, before I play this video, what do you think are the best groups to find prospects in? What are the best groups? What do you think is the best groups to find prospects online? Okay, Tony Robbins. Yeah, okay, good. Health, okay. Tiva Recker, local. Yeah, Hannah. Like I said, Hannah's a purpose-driven networker. She's got the best groups is something that you are interested in. Okay, don't do Tony Robbins if you don't like Tony Robbins, right? Do the hobby groups. Yes, because if you like it, it's easy to make friends. You want to make friends. Most people are not going to join right away, but they're going to be friends. Okay, so I'm going to play this video right now for you. And I want to network marketers. I will not go into network marketers. The worst group on, first of all, network marketing groups. I don't like network marketing groups because if you're thinking like they're going to quit so that you join your business, guess what? A couple weeks later, they're going to quit your business, USANA, to join something else. Business groups are also not good groups because everyone in the business group is interested in do what? To sell what they have. They're not interested in building a real relationship. You want things, your hobbies and interests, right? So I'm going to share a video. I'm going to turn off my video, share how I just did a demo, how you can find these people. So here we go. Let's share. Let's talk about clan, right? So if we just say I like, what groups are good? Join groups. Groups are like parties. Join groups like they are, that your hobbies are. Because those are the easiest way to meet people. By the way, business groups are one of the worst places to meet people because everyone in a business group wants to sell you something, right? They're there to pitch you, to sell you something. So I'm not a big fan of business groups, but with the hobbies, it's great, easy. So I'm just gonna put let's say baseball groups. I'm a huge fan of baseball, right? So I could actually look at all these groups, okay? If you look at groups, look at all these groups of baseball I could join. Now, I can meet all these people all day. I coach baseball. This year I've been coaching 2 teams. The last 2 years I've been coaching youth baseball. So this is something I can talk all day, easy for me to meet people. So I'm gonna share with you, here we go. So I'm here and this baseball group. And so this person says, reminders from your chart. I'm a kid, it's just a game. All right, this is awesome. Okay, I like it, a comment. Thanks for sharing the post. It's a great reminder as baseball season approaches. Put a smiley face, right? There we go. I commented this guy's post, and now I'm going to add him as a friend. Okay, so I can click here on here. I'm going to add him as a friend. Right, friend request sent. I'm going to send him a message. Now, what message can I send him? I think, hey, you don't know me. Because they're always wanting 3 things. Who the heck are you? What do you want? Right? Who the heck do I know you? Who the heck are you? Do I know you? And what do you want? Right? So you don't know me, but we're in the same youth baseball group, right? Youth. I don't know. Let me see if you can see this a little bigger. Okay, I'll make it a little bigger. Youth baseball group. And you want to talk about some commonality really quick. You don't know me, but we're in the same baseball group. My son, also my 8-year-old plays rec and also travel ball. I love to connect with you online on Facebook. Right? Smiley face. That's it. I comment, like, add message. That's it. I'm waiting for him to accept. He may message me back. Okay. Is this helpful, everyone? Type in the yes, yay. Type in yay if it's helpful. I just met someone. I'm waiting for him to accept. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll do another one. Okay, here's another one that someone shared. Okay, what's everyone's thoughts? Okay, I'm gonna do one more. Okay, what's everyone's thoughts? I'm teaching an 11-year-old a breaking ball. A lot of debate on whether it's bad for comms. So I'm gonna type in a comment. I wouldn't. There are so many debates on both sides, but I wouldn't risk it. Just teach him to throw hard and location. Play it on the safe side. No breaking balls till 14 years old. All right, that's a comment. I liked it. Now I'm going to add him as add him as a friend. Okay. Now this person again is into baseball. I send him a message. Scary. We don't know each other, but we're in the same youth baseball group. I commented on your question. I commented on your post about the breaking ball. Would love to connect with you on Facebook. To connect with other baseball parents on Facebook like yourself. Give him a smiley face. All right, there you go. Okay, simple as that. And I'll wait for him to reply back. Look, this guy, look at that. He just accepted my friend request, the guy. Okay, he sent me a friend request, Jack Mudd. Now let's go here. Okay, let's see if he sent me a message back. All right, he said okay. All right, for this exercise, I just connected with him, okay? All right, this is helpful. Okay, that's how I just sent out two, and I met one new contact, right? So with that new contact, what I would do normally is after my request, I'll send them 1 or 2 messages, and then I go invite them, all right? I maybe talk a little about baseball, and maybe not too many. I don't want to be a professional friend. All right, so was that helpful, everyone? Good? All right, so I'm going to, our time is almost up, but I wanted to just share something real quick, okay? Inviting them is very simple. You can take a screenshot. I'm working on something exciting. By the way, this is something I teach in my purpose-driven networkers. If you're stuck, you're going to ask me questions. Like I said, Hannah, a couple of you are in there as well, but we go online every day. So this is an invite. You can say, I'm working on something exciting. This may or may not be for you. Would you be open to taking a look? Okay, that's something and people say no. A lot of people may say no, then don't worry about it. You still can be friends with them. You still can be friends. Be a human being. Don't just be a network marketer. Be a human being. All right, the last thing I just want to share is you got to create consistent content. Okay, creating consistent content, and that's probably the most important thing. It's like when they go to your profile, now you may say, well, I'm not successful like Justin. How can I teach, right? How can I post content? I don't have the lifestyle. Well, know that people buy from people who have authority, right? Think about it. Name a famous celebrity. Name someone that's famous, a celebrity. Everyone type it. Someone that you look up to. Just type it in. Someone that you look up to. Okay, Justin. Who's a famous person you look up to? Gary V. Okay, Gary V. Okay, there we go. We all know Simon Sinek, right? If Gary V said, hey, I take this supplement and it makes me super, let's not talk about supplement. I listen to this audio program and it fires me up every morning and it's $50 you need to buy. If you want to, and it helps me. That's how I have the energy. I do my content and I do my social media because I listen to this audio program right before I'm about to go on camera, right? How many of you would buy it right away, right? Right, Hannah? Like you don't need to look at information. You don't need to look at, right? Because we trust the authority. Like if I'm in the sports, if LeBron James says, Simon, there's a reason I can still slam dunk and play like I'm 36, 37, still play young. Because I drink this juice. I was like, all right, LeBron, give me that juice. Because we trust this person, right? Michael Jordan says, this is how I stay young. I'll listen to you. I don't need to look. None of us need to look at information because we always buy from people who have authority and influence. If you have difficulty signing people up in USANA for customers or for products, it's because you do not have enough influence. Does that make sense? I'm sorry, maybe that hurt a little bit, but that's the truth. You need influence. And one of the easiest ways to gain influence is number one, by helping people and also creating consistent content. How about Gary V? Consistent content out there every day, motivating, right? Simon Sinek created content out there, right? Heidi Klum provides content. Michael Jordan created his basketball games with content, consistently inspiring, entertaining, or educating. So there are basically three types of experts. So if you feel like, oh, I'm not successful yet, I can't do this, that's because you don't understand the three types of experts. The first type of expert is someone who has done it, right? Like a top leader in USANA, they've done it. Like Gary Vee has done it. Elon Musk has done it. Richard Branson has done it. But another type of person that's an expert is a reporter. A reporter is an expert. So you don't need to have achieve any money in USANA. You just talk about health, talk about different things. You can talk about working from home. You can talk about riding bicycle, be the bike expert. But you want to build a following based on consistent content. That's how Oprah Winfrey became well known. She's a reporter. She basically interviews people and tells people what's happening, right? Napoleon Hill, who wrote Think and Grow Rich, was a reporter. Reported and told people what happened. Think about a newspaper reporter. If someone says, I'm a reporter, people immediately respect that person. You need to be that reporter, right? Another type of expert is you can be a teacher. If you're a teacher, you teach, people immediately respect you. A professor, let me ask you, a professor that teaches finance in business school, is that person an expert? People consider him an expert. Has he made lots of money? Millions and millions? Probably not, otherwise he wouldn't be teaching. But he's an expert, right? The teacher is an expert. Does people who are on financial news teaching people to invest stocks, are they experts? They're experts. Have they really made that much money? Probably not, because otherwise they wouldn't be working those TV stations. But they're experts. So if you're teaching, you're considered an expert. Does that make sense? Like the newsman, weather reporter. That's it. People consider that person an expert. Does that person really studied years and years, has a PhD in weather? No. But because they report on it, they teach it, they're an expert. So every one of you can be an expert. Find a topic that you like to talk about and you teach it consistently. Okay, that's how you become an expert. So it's really important because people are watching you. And when you start posting initially, you may not have you may not get any results, but people are watching you. People are waiting for you to stop. You know how you beat that? You just don't stop. You just keep going. All right, you keep going. What you're interested in different things. Okay, if you're interested in different things, you talk about different things. The important thing is you are teaching and reporting being expert all the time. So one day you can talk about health, the next day you talk about working from home, but you do it consistently. And the reason why is when you become consistent at it, all of a sudden what happens is you will discover your voice, Alex. You discover what you actually like and don't like to talk about. But right now you may talk a lot of things. But over time you realize, I don't actually like to talk about that. I like to talk about something else. Okay, but you don't know that until you do it every single day for 365 days a year. Then you realize, this is my passion. Like I'll tell you, when I first started USANA, I thought I like to talk about health. Look, I work out. I'm in good shape. I take supplements. I love it. I used to work out twice a day before kids. But I started posting about working out, health for 2 weeks. I hated it. I hate talking about health. I hate talking about supplements, but I love to motivate. I love to talk about personal development, inspiration, motivation, how awesome network marketing is to help network marketing. I have a passion for that. But I was like, please don't tell me about talking about health and supplements. But I would never have known that because when I first started, I was like, I like to talk about health. It makes sense. Look at me. I'm healthy. I was going to be perfect. So every one of you, you're born with something unique. You have a unique voice. You don't discover that until you start doing it. Even if a lot of you who follow me on Instagram, I've been creating images every day since end of August 2009. Every single day, at least one quote or one image. I know a lot of you follow me. I never miss a day, right? And if you look at the stuff I'm doing now, it's a little bit different than I started in September, October, because I realized that I just don't like that as much. Right? So it's just like a writer, they have their own style, like a movie director has their own style. The more you post, you develop your own style that becomes unique to you. And at the beginning, if you don't know where to start, just copy. You can copy some of the top leaders in USANA, copy their style, copy my style. By the way, that's how I learned to speak. I used to, a long time ago, we didn't have Zoom, we had CDs. I know some of you are too young. You don't even know what CDs are, maybe. But CDs, I would play in my car driving to work. Oh, the speaker's so good. I'll rewind and listen. Oh, so good. I'll rewind and listen. And I'll copy the way they speak. I'll copy different speakers. And all of a sudden, then afterwards, I'll develop my own style. Actually, when I spent a lot of time in the Philippines, I copied some of the Filipino style. Because the American style is a little different. Well, man, the Filipinos are very emotional. That's pretty cool. Like Natsunio, these people, Billy, they talk like that. I start copying, and then all of a sudden I find myself, I start talking a little bit like that. So my speaking style is a combination, right? If you don't know where to start, you can listen to Life Masters, find your favorite speaker and just copy them. And over time, you realize, oh, I like this, I don't like that part, and you develop your own unique style. All right. So I need to, before we hop off, I'll take a couple questions. We actually have a big workshop coming up, but I want to share you something, okay? Before you all go, I want you to take action. Send me a message of one thing you plan to take action on, okay? It's really important before you go to bed. Yeah, in the Philippines, I know it's late at night, 4 a.m., but before you go to bed, take action on one thing because you are motivated. You got to strike when the iron is hot. Because when you wake up tomorrow morning, who knows what's going to happen, right? How many of you learned like a lot today? Right? It's not just about what you learn. It is about what you take action on. So send me a message on Instagram, DM me, or on Facebook. But send me a message on Instagram. If you want motivation, a lot of stuff, I'm putting a lot of content on Instagram. Okay? So thank you, Angela. Thank you for sharing, Karen. Send me a message there. Okay? Because once I close the Zoom, I'm going to lose it. So I can remember what you sent. So you also were like, oh, I sent this message assignment. You're going to make sure you do it. Because writing it down increases the commitment. Okay? And also, if you have something that you feel you need help with online, we just talked. If you found today was helpful, there's a lot of other stuff I can share to help you out. This is just really step one. There's a lot of other stuff I can share with you. I'll be happy. Just message me on Instagram or on Facebook. Okay, but Instagram's a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of Instagram IGTV up there right now. That'll be helpful. All right. So I have time to take one question, but while we put the questions, I want to make sure everyone you send me a message. Extremely, extremely important. Okay. Otherwise, if you don't take action, you basically wasted Anna's time, wasted Justin's time, wasted my time, and also, most important, wasted your time. Okay? It's not about how much you learn, it's how much you take action on that matters. Okay, so if you have a question, what app software do you use to find your videos? I think we started using Splash Shield now. It just started. Okay, Alex. And I wouldn't get too caught on the app software. Find a way to make it consistent. Can you do so? One of the things I do, if I cannot do something consistent, I don't do it because it's just not going to work. Okay. That's how it works. I think that's how to spell it. Yeah, Joanna, yes, similar rules applying to recruiting preferred customers. Be a human being, be caring, right? Ask them how they're doing, right? Find out, be a good listener, and then share your story, right? Share your story, and then ask them if you want to try the products, all right? Okay, I'm glad that I'll be able to have a positive, helpful. Here, this is, by the way, send me that message. I want to know, right? I want to be reading the messages. It may take me to tomorrow to reply back, but I want to make sure you are going to take action. Send me a message. And my last final words to you is, hey, you guys are an awesome company. Like I said, I don't do anything with USANA, but it still continues to pay me. We are lucky we're in the company. I got lucky the first time. A lot of my friends were in other different companies. They had to hop on to a couple of different companies before they found USANA. So we found the right one. So, hey, now's a special time. Be sincere. Be sincere in helping people. And that's what the profession's about. It's about helping. Stay away from the news. Create more content instead of consuming media. And go out there and have a positive impact on someone's life today. Thank you, and God bless you all.
I want to say thank you very much to Simon for spending the time with us. And I hope everyone got a lot of information from him tonight. And maybe he might come back again if we ask nicely. Thank you, Simon. Have a good day.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Simon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.